Welcome to our culinary journey through Switzerland. You think this is all about chocolate and cheese? Well, you've got another thing coming. Switzerland, nestled in the heart of Europe, is a culinary paradise waiting to be explored. Today, we're counting down the top 10 must-try foods in this beautiful country, and trust me, some of these dishes will send you straight to Flavor Town. So buckle up, get your appetites ready, because we're about to dive into a world of deliciousness. Listen up, you lot, fondue. It's practically synonymous with Switzerland, isn't it? But this isn't just some cheesy dip you slop on crackers. We're talking about a bubbling cauldron of history and tradition here. Imagine this: a cold winter's night, snow falling outside, and you're huddled around a warm pot of melted Gruyere and Emmental cheese. You spear a chunk of crusty bread, swirl it in that molten goodness, and boom! Flavor explosion. Fondue is all about sharing, about connecting with friends and family over a communal pot of pure cheesy bliss. It's an experience, not just a meal. You can tell a lot about a person by how they fondue. Are they double dipping? Are they stingy with the bread? You want to know someone? Get them in front of a fondue pot. Raclette, my friends, is not for the faint of heart. We're talking about a mountain of melted cheese, scraped fresh off the block and onto your plate. This is pure, unadulterated cheesy indulgence. Traditionally, you'd melt a giant wheel of raclette cheese by the fire and scrape off the gooey goodness. But fear not, they've got these fancy electric contraptions now that do the job just as well. Don't even think about skimping on the sides. Boiled potatoes, gherkins, pickled onions, maybe some cured meats, it's all fair game. This is a meal where you can truly let loose and embrace your inner cheese monster. You think you know potatoes? Think again. Rösti, my friends, is how the Swiss elevate the humble spud to an art form. We're talking about grated potatoes, pan-fried to golden perfection until they're crispy on the outside and soft and fluffy on the inside. Now, every Swiss region has its own take on Rösti. Some like it plain and simple, others add bacon, onions, cheese, you name it, they've probably tried it. My advice? Try them all. You won't find a bad Rösti in Switzerland. It's like trying to find a bad diamond in a jewelry store. Alright, enough with the cheese already. Let's talk about something a little more refined, shall we? Zürcher Geschnetzeltes, hailing from the culinary capital of Zurich, is a dish fit for royalty. We're talking about thinly sliced veal, cooked to tender perfection in a rich, creamy sauce made with white wine, cream, and mushrooms. It's the kind of dish that melts in your mouth and leaves you wanting more. Don't even think about serving this without a generous helping of Rösti on the side. Trust me, it's a match made in culinary heaven. Swiss chocolate. Do I even need to say more? It's world-renowned for a reason, folks. The Swiss take their chocolate seriously, using only the finest ingredients and time-honored techniques to create those melt-in-your-mouth masterpieces. From creamy milk chocolate to intense dark chocolate, there's a Swiss chocolate out there for everyone. And don't even get me started on the pralines, truffles, and other chocolate creations. Just make sure you bring an extra suitcase for all the chocolate you'll be taking home. You can thank me later. Listen up, you lot. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and the Swiss know how to do it right. Bircher Muesli is a healthy and delicious way to start your day, packed with oats, yogurt, fruits, and nuts. It's like a party in your mouth, and everyone's invited. The oats provide a hearty base, the yogurt adds a creamy tang, and the fruits and nuts bring a delightful crunch and sweetness. Forget those sugary cereals. This is the breakfast of champions, and it'll keep you fueled up for a day of exploring the Swiss Alps. Who says you need to go to Italy for a good risotto? The Swiss, particularly those in the Ticino region, have mastered the art of saffron risotto. Now, saffron is like the gold standard of spices, and they don't skimp on it here. It gives the risotto a beautiful golden hue and a unique, slightly earthy flavor that's absolutely divine. Often you'll find saffron risotto served with local sausage or osso buco. Trust me, it's a flavor combination that'll transport you straight to the sun-drenched shores of Lake Lugano. Nusstorte, my friends, is a pastry that'll make you go nuts. Hailing from the Engadine region, this sweet tart is filled with a rich, buttery caramel and a generous helping of chopped nuts, usually walnuts or hazelnuts. It's the kind of dessert that's both decadent and comforting, perfect with a cup of coffee or tea after a long day of skiing or hiking. Be warned though, Nusstorte is seriously addictive. You'll be dreaming about that nutty, caramelly goodness long after you've left Switzerland. Forget your craft dinners, folks. Alplermagronen is the Swiss take on mac and cheese, and let me tell you, it's in a league of its own. We're talking about macaroni pasta, smothered in a creamy cheese sauce, usually made with Gruyere or Appenzeller cheese. But here's where it gets really interesting. They add potatoes and onions to the mix, and then top it all off with applesauce. Trust me on this one. The sweet and savory combination is an absolute game changer. Last but not least, we have Basler Lackerli, a gingerbread cookie that's as unique as the city it comes from, Basel. These aren't your average gingerbread cookies, folks. They're made with honey, candied fruits, and a secret blend of spices that's been passed down through generations. The result is a cookie that's both chewy and crunchy, with a complex flavor that's both spicy and sweet. They're often cut into intricate shapes and decorated with icing, making them a feast for the eyes as well as the taste buds. Don't even think about leaving Basel without a tin of these bad boys. They make the perfect souvenir. Well, there you have it, the top 10 must-try foods in Switzerland. From cheesy indulgences to sweet treats, Swiss cuisine is a delicious adventure waiting to be explored. Thanks for joining us on this delicious tour of Swiss cuisine. We've barely scratched the surface of all the amazing food this country has to offer, but hopefully I've given you a taste of what to expect. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more culinary adventures. And most importantly, get out there and try these dishes for yourselves. You won't regret it.